What's going on, everybody? Hope you guys are having a good day. Hope you didn't have too much money in the stock market, because it's going down today. It's a red day all around. I want to make a quick little video here talking about just a general stock market update, but not so much about stocks just being down on the day. I've spoke about it in other videos and stuff in the past. I don't really care about day-to-day stock market moves. It's interesting in the grand scheme of things. Obviously, if we have one day that the stock market absolutely tanks, that'll be out of the ordinary and interesting. But I really wanted to ask, more than anything, is ask anybody watching this, when the stock market has down days, down weeks, whatever, down months, down a year, as of right now, from all-time highs on the S&P, I think the all-time high is around 612. We're at like 560. We're down like between 7 and 8% from all-time highs right now in the last half a month, basically 20 days or so. People are panicking. Obviously, the YouTubers are coming out making the stock market apocalypse. It's crashing. It's this. It's that. I mean, I don't really feel that way. Me personally, I've been advocating on here basically just dollar cost average. Keep buying. That's really the easiest way to get ahead in this system. I personally just bought some today. I mentioned it before. I rolled my 401k over a couple weeks ago and just got the money in there, so I just bought a nice little chunk today. Should have waited till the end of the day because it kept going down, but that's the whole point. You're not ever going to be able to perfectly time it. It's just not really possible. So you dollar cost average instead. But I wanted to ask you guys, anybody watching this, or if you know friends, family, stuff like that, what kind of impact does the stock market going down have on you personally? Do you really feel it? Because obviously, I think if you're an older person, if you're retired especially, you're watching this, you are going to feel this impact. Hopefully. I hope you have a great stock portfolio, multi-millionaire, and everything looks great for you, and you actually see this, that 8% to you is a big deal. Like, if you have $10 million, obviously, and you lose 8%, you lose $800,000 in the span of a month. Lose $800,000. It's not realized, but it still probably feels bad to see the number go down like that. But to me, my time horizon for investing and everything else, I looked at the demographics, or I guess, what is it? Yeah, demographics, I think. The ages that are watching these videos, and it seems like the majority are between 18 and like 44 is the big chunk. Like I said, obviously, if you're retired, you're in a different stage of life. It should be hopefully more impactful to you. But also, I hope you've diversified out and basically changed your allocations over. You're not really in stocks fully at 100% anymore. You've switched into more safe assets and more stable things. But for the younger group of people, even if you're 40, the time horizon till you retire probably is roughly 20 years-ish, something like that. My timeline is like 20 to 30 years, hopefully. I'd like to retire a little early. But to me, stock market crash or tanking means nothing really except a buying opportunity. And I've talked about that before. Like, if the stocks go down, I just get them for cheaper. That's good in my book. Obviously, if the entire U.S. economy falls apart, and that's partial to why the stock market's tanking, not ideal. You don't want people losing their jobs, losing their homes, losing everything else. Do I think that might happen anyway? It could. It's happened in the past. It'll happen again eventually. This time, who knows? But I want to know what you think, because, like I said, if you're my age, it's terribly convenient, I guess you could say. Stock market tanks, great buying opportunity. The only thing, if the stock market keeps going down even more, I bought basically just a wide range of index funds. I don't know. It was basically a pre-made portfolio, a high-risk pre-made portfolio through Robinhood that I took a look at, and I was like, hey, that makes pretty good sense. That looks good. I'll buy some of that. And then I bought some Tesla, because Tesla has absolutely tanked in the last couple months. It's down like 50% from its all-time high, and it might go down another 30% for all I know. But like I said, my time frame is long, so I can afford to wait. If it keeps going down, I could buy more. I could not. I could just hold on to it. It doesn't matter. It's in a retirement account. I don't need that money. It just gonna sit there one way or the other. So a risk I can afford to take. Hopefully, if you're younger watching this video, you feel the same way. Hopefully, you've been trying to save up some money, scrounge some money together as much as you can for opportunities just like this. Because even if you don't have a 401k, even if you have that Roth IRA set up, anything like that, right now, solid buying opportunity. You even got, I mean, what, 2, 3, 5, 10 grand, whatever you got. You start dollar cost averaging right now. You buy a couple here, wait a month, buy a little bit more, wait another month, buy a little bit more, wait 6 months, buy some more. Hey, we keep going down. You're just lowering your cost basis. Things are just getting cheaper. That's a win-win. Like I said, literally as long as you don't lose your job, that's a win. I don't feel bad to see the stock market go down. I don't care. I know Trump just had an interview over the weekend, basically, where they're talking about the stock market, and the lady interviewing him is kind of like, well, the stock market's crashing. I'm obviously paraphrasing. And he's basically saying they're not paying attention to the stock market, which obviously isn't 100% true. There's no way they're not paying attention to the stock market at all. But he kind of mentions that he's prepared to go through a rough transition period. And that's kind of what I made a video about last week, is I don't know how much he's willing to risk to kind of reset the economy in a way he kind of sees fit or whatever. Whatever levers he can pull, he seems to be pulling them right now pretty much. But for all I know, the tariffs in a month could all be gone, and he could back off all that, and the stock market could start correcting again, going back to all-time highs. Fed could start dropping rates, and we're headed back to all-time high asset prices in every way that you can think of. It's not worth my time or energy to try to figure out what they're all doing. The proven method: just keep buying. I got my work 401k and all that set up, 500 and some bucks, whatever it is. Every 2 weeks, comes right out the paycheck, buys the index funds, basically. I'm just gonna keep doing it. Doesn't matter. But like I said, I want to know what you guys think. Obviously, I think it's an opportunity. I see nearly almost no downside. Obviously, I don't work for a publicly traded company. If you work for one of these companies that, I don't know, if you work for Tesla and they got to do something crazy, or their stock plummets, or they could go bankrupt, whatever, I don't know, any of these companies could, in theory, go bankrupt. They start laying people off to pump their stock price, things like that. That would obviously be a negative, but in my situation, it's not. Most of the people I know don't have that as a problem, so I don't really care if the stock market goes down. Even that's what I was thinking. Even like my friends and family, I mean, my parents, they don't have big retirement accounts that are set into stocks, so I'm not worried about them. And like my grandparents even don't have that set up that way. I mean, they came kind of from a different generation. I hope to not be in that mindset of, they just kind of grew up in a different time where they just kind of saved the money. I mean, they lost out on some of the best stock market returns of all time. So that sucks. But I guess you can the positive now is you can say they're not impacted by the stock market going down. They missed out on way more gain than what they're saving themselves paying right now. But it is what it is. Can't change anything about it now. I don't want to be in that situation when I'm 50, 60 years old. Hope if you're watching this, you don't want to be either. And hey, I mean, if you haven't started investing, especially if you're young, what a better time to start than when the stock market's crashing, or bear market, whatever. It's a great time to get started. So, I don't know. Let me know what you guys think. If you got some out of the video, like it, subscribe, come back. I'll be here every day for the most part. And if you didn't like it, dislike it. Tell me why. I think I'm going to come back and make another video later tonight. We got some weird FHA news, some mortgage news, some housing market news that I wanted to talk about, but I didn't want to jam it into this video, honestly. So I'll catch you guys later on.